From the heart of El Monte, City Hall West, it's El Monte Tonight with your host, Arturo Esparza. Tonight's guest, from Latin-inspired designs, Susana Hernandez. From his upcoming sports show, Louis Mendez, the founder and owner of OMP Center and OM Wellness Center, Maggie Ramirez. And Yoga Hermosa founder, Miss Ruby Rose Sanchez. And tonight, our guest band, the Latin Misfits. And I'm yours truly, Miss Jamie Neary. Latin Misfits, take us away.
Sparse. Give me a little more headroom. Zoom out a little bit. Thank you. We got a new cameraman. He's doing a fantastic job, or as we say around here, fantastic job. And I heard that out of the audience there. Just want to make mention of the fact that we are sponsored once again by the Queen of Flan, the owner of the Flantastic Universe, Flantasia herself, our own Chef Kiki. Let's get a round of applause for Chef Kiki, please. And of course, we're joined by our beautiful co-hostess, Nadine. Let's get a round of applause for Nadine. And this band was awesome out there, man. What do you guys call the Mad what?
Misfits.
The Mad Misfits what? Get your story straight. I was testing you. You're going to have a quiz at the end of the week. And I'm Arturo Esparza, and of course this is this little show around the corner and up the block from where you live, El Monte Tonight, in the beautiful heart of El Monte, California, which we call the Beverly Hills of the San Gabriel Valley. Just let people know. Don't laugh. It's true. I'm one of the hillbillies here. Okay. Just want to let people know what's coming up. We have on March 5th, they have the City Council and Successor Agency closed session items. You also have on the 7th, the South El Monte Chamber of Commerce first Wednesday network breakfast at El Patio Restaurant, 11672 Ramona Boulevard. We have Friday, March 8th. It's going to be the Arbor Day celebration, El Monte Hall. Of course, Channel 3 will be getting some footage on that. Jamie said, don't forget. Okay, well, let people know. On March 14th, we have the Wayne Clayton Foundation annual dinner at Grace Black Auditorium, 3130 Tyler Avenue. And on the 16th, we have the American Little League opening day at Pioneer Park, 3535 Santa Anita Avenue, El Monte, California. Just let people know, boys and girls community track and field meet Wednesday, April 3rd, 2013, 9 a.m., Mountain View High School. And that's 2900 Parkway Drive, El Monte, California, 91731. And you're going to have El Monte, Rosemead, and South El Monte there. So that's our announcements to let people know. We want to say hi to Channel 4. I understand they were outside in the parking lot somewhere. And we'll touch on that a little bit later. Okay, now we get a three-shot. Next to me, this young man, Louis Mendez, the future host of, what's it called, Lou's Sports Show?
Lou's Sports View.
Sports View. It's a round of applause for Louis Mendez. You know, it's a tough thing because Louis is a very outstanding and iconic musician in his own rights. And it's so weird having him next to me and not up on stage. And I can tell he was still tapping his foot. So you guys did it. You did a good job, man. Yeah, Louis, do it. Either that or the bathroom was closed.
That's a good
anyway, I wasn't sure how that worked. But so what's up, Lou?
Well, not much. Just getting ready to venture off into this new sports show. I know there's a lot of show everybody likes to watch on the big channels. But I thought it'd be kind of cool if we covered sports in a different way. Of course, we're going to talk about opening day with baseball, playoffs with the NBA. Will the Lakers make the playoffs?
Will they? Come on. You gotta.
We got a lot of candles. What we got to do?
Gotta light a lot of candles, huh?
But covering that, but primarily it's for the local community, for the parents, the coaches. You know, when kids play sports, there's a lot of unnecessary injuries, and I think it'd be great if we had people such as sports doctors come in and give some insight on concussions with kids. You know, even in the pros, they don't know if the kids.
It sounds like a good name, huh? Concussions with kids. That's our next show.
Yeah. Or do you get concussions because of kids?
I'm still trying to find out what he meant by unnecessary injuries. Like, are there some necessary injuries we should know about?
It's the right equipment.
Oh, okay, there you go.
And so basically talking about, you know, how kids can get injured and not just kids at Little League all the way up to high school. And concerns about steroids. You know, everybody wants to be a big star, and kids are no different. And if you're a high school kid and somebody approaches you, this is how you can get to UCLA and USC. I don't think any of us would turn that down because we don't know the dangers of steroids. I think it'd be great to bring in some doctors and talk to some of the local coaches in the community. And
I thought he was going to say bring in steroids. I wasn't sure. You know, like, oh, God.
Well, you never know. You might need to see what it looks like. So if you see your kids with it, it's like, you know, you want to be concerned about not having them take the wrong path.
Well, I think that's awesome. Let's round of applause for Louis Mendez. Can we get a three-shot? Because we're losing 99 in the scene. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's close enough. You know, that's it doesn't get any better than that than Louis Mendez taking on a hard task. In fact, I was thinking you can have like a little steroid man, huh? A little guy dressed up in a pill like that.
Yeah.
That would be cool, man.
An A-Rod doll.
An A-Rod doll. Oh, God. Call it the A-doll, the A-team, huh? But that's good. I mean, what inspired you to do it? I know we talked about doing the show, and we wanted a sports show. I mean, it's been like a year. We've been trying to get something going. So what inspired you to say, hey, all of a sudden I'm going to step up, do this? Because you're a musician, man. I've known you as just such a talented individual on that.
Well, thank you. You know, I love sports ever since I was, you know, a young kid. I, like anybody else, had aspirations of playing sports for a living. But not all of us are blessed with talent at that level. But now,
Nadine is.
Yes.
She used to be a boxer, seriously.
Wow.
Tell me.
No, I took 2 years karate classes.
Okay,
for
so
sure.
keep that in mind.
I believe you.
Okay, you guys, keep that in mind out there.
So, you know, I as much sports as I watch, it gets really discouraging. Like baseball's Hall of Fame, you have great legendary baseball players who are not really great legendary baseball players. They're cheaters. Mm-hmm. And these are the heroes that you see kids and even us adults, we collect.
Aspire to that.
Baseball jerseys of these great home run hitters, and it turns out to be that they're a fraud. But even worse than that, there's people like Junior Seau, you know, who unfortunately took his life, but it was as a result of injuries through sports. And it's like that. It's a game. It's a business, but it shouldn't be at the expense of people losing their lives. I think we should never have any high school children collapsing and dying on a practice field. That's ridiculous, you know. But I think that some of the coaches, some of the parents who may not have the health care at their disposal, I think some high schools should offer a medical care for the kids that are participating. So, you know, you get a physical when you join to play sports, but once you get the physical, you don't get the follow-up treatment throughout the season. And I think sometimes if they were to get that, they may not have some of these injuries that they have, which are sometimes can be fatal.
Well spoken. Another round of applause for this young man because he's stepping up. You know, most shows at Sports Nature is usually just about high school game of the week or just a lightweight. Thank you. We're getting a delayed reaction because we are streaming, by the way. I said, oh, thank you, yeah. But, you know, there's a lot of things I got to ask him. There's a couple of things I got to, okay, I'll start with this one. Hall of Fame. When you brought up Hall of Fame, I got a very sensitive spot about that because we have two-time Super Bowl champions that are not in the Hall of Fame. I won't mention any names, but I'll call them Tom Flores and Jim Plunkett. And I think that is a crying shame just on the professional level that they're not in the Hall of Fame. You know, it's unheard of.
You know, the committees for the Hall of Fame, they're in baseball, they're sports writers.
Right.
And a lot of these, and in the NFL, I believe it's the same. However, there's people who the game has passed them by. Uh-huh. You know, you have coaches who get fired because they're no longer able to coach.
Right.
Because it's a new era. It's the same with some of the sports writers. It's the same in with the broadcasters. But these people still cling to their Hall of Fame votes. Mm-hmm. And they just, you know, they can be stubborn. They can have their own agenda. And with Major League Baseball, it's ridiculous in the fact that their primary concern is if they liked you, if you gave them interviews and you were cool with them, they would vote you in. But if you were someone that didn't like to talk to the media, they can hold that against you. I mean, that's absurd, but who knows what their reasoning for Tom Flores and Jim Plunkett.
So you won't subscribe to the conspiracy that it might be some sort of form of discrimination? I'm putting him on the spot, folks.
It's possible, but I don't think it'd be fair to make a judgment without having the research. But I can tell you what I know about Jim Plunkett and Tom Flores. They're as good as any coach and quarterback to ever play the game. They won the ultimate contest, the Super Bowl. Twice. Yeah. That is something that, well, to some people, the criteria for Hall of Fame is elongated career. Mm-hmm. So it depends if they are holding that against them that they didn't have a long enough career.
Well, let's one more question because I got to do it because otherwise it becomes Louis' sports show already. Is Pop Warner football? How young is too young?
See, that's where the parents, the coaches, and a physician have to make a decision because they make kids in different shapes and sizes now.
That's what I heard.
So a 9-year-old kid could be really big, but it's not the 9-year-old, it's the size of the kid. So it depends. I think certain 9-year-olds, certain 8-year-olds, depending on their body frame, and a doctor would know, based on a thorough examination, if it's a strong 8-year-old, it's a strong 9-year-old. We all have a matter of preference, but I think it can be safe because 8-year-olds and 8-year-olds, how much they do that anyways without equipment.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying the body is developing. The bone structure is starting to develop. So, they may not be injured at that moment, but like 5 years down the line, something could happen.
Or a couple of games down the line. Like I say, when we would get our physical to play sports, we would get that we'd have to get a consent from our parents so we can go take a physical. They gave us the physical, and then we were cleared to play for the whole season.
I heard you went twice.
But after the first, they were closed the first time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The second or third game, you could have injuries, but if you never get treated again or see a doctor, you could be playing with a damaged, with something that you could be making it worse.
Yeah.
And that's why I think I know healthcare is a tough thing to get into, but if you have a kid playing high school sports and he's the next LeBron James, your coach is going to play that kid in every game, play him in every practice, and he's going to try to get the most out of him because this coach wants to say, everybody look at the kind of coach I am.
Right.
But at the expense of your kid. So if the schools had a medical physician, they could treat him after every game or give him an examination, so they'll know, okay, I saw you limping. Do you have a sprain or is it sore or did you break it? And if the kid doesn't know and the coach doesn't know and the parents don't know, the kid is jeopardizing his potential career.
Well, I think that's a fantastic show. A round of applause for Louis Mendez, formerly of the Rock Angels. And I already retired you. But no, he's going to be doing his show. It's on the 14th here on beautiful El Monte TV, Channel 3. We'll be streaming it, and we will be putting it on YouTube and Ustream. It'll be on the 14th at 5 o'clock, recorded here, and probably play back the next day. And do you realize we have a brand new show right before you? It's called The Healthier You with Wendy, and it is a health show. So they'll be doing on issues. So it's a good tie-in right before you.
From Wendy to me.
That's right.
I just want to add something that it's always a good thing to take the kids to sport. It's one of the best things to keep the kids away from the bad people. So as far as the injuries, it's always good to follow the doctors and, like I said, to find out what's going on.
Yeah, sports is a great tool for later in life because it teaches us discipline, it teaches us to rely on people, and the most important thing is that people rely on us.
And it keeps you healthy.
And it keeps you from doing bad things like becoming a musician. And on that happy note, okay.
I will not apologize for that.
I want to thank Louis Mendez. Give him another round of applause. I know the band's eager to go, but we're going to go with a little B-roll because we've got to bring some more guests up, and then the band's going to be tearing it up with some songs for us here on El Monte tonight. What's our next B-roll? Is that the Delphonics? All right, the Delphonics with La 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 means I love you. Here on El Monte tonight. Take it away, out of control room.
to me like you know this song. Is that right? Oh, you can do better than that. Do you know this song? We want everybody over here right now to sing along, yeah. Everybody over here right now. We want you to sing along. And this is how we're going to do it. Break it down. All the ladies say. If he got you a Rolls Royce for Valentine's Day, let me hear you say. Say what? It's taboo. Oh, taboo. Oh, okay, wait. Ladies! We gotta make it real soft for the ladies. Do it like this. Come on, y'all now. Okay, don't let me down. Everybody, sing it with me, y'all. Come on. Sounds so good. Oh yeah, you sounding so good. Come on, we'll do it one more time. Say it. Now wait a minute, wait a minute. We're gonna see if the man can do it.
See, we've been singing all day, and I forgot about all these people over here. I just don't, I just need the ladies just right here. Just the ladies. All right? Oh, yeah. Sing it to me, ladies. Yeah. You talking about me? That's me, right? That's me, right? That's me, right? Come on, now you fade out. You went to sleep on me.
Come on, come on now.
What about the men?
Break it down, y'all. Break it down.
And I love you too. Yeah.
All right, Rob. Okay, wait a minute. We didn't give the brothers a chance, man. Come on.
I gave him a chance.
We know they all in here, man, and they want to sing. Y'all want to sing, right? I can't hear you. All right, then. We're going to break it way down for you guys. All of the men in the house this evening. It's all right. You sound good. Come on. One more time. Sounds so good. Everybody sing this song one more time. Say it. Sounds so good. One more time. We're gonna do it. We love you, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you. Thank you.
Oh, put it right this one out.
Okay, take it away, guys.
There you go.
That's Heriberto.
Bye.
I tell you, you know what? I think your girls need a little more enthusiasm. You know? Seriously, you were killing me there. I tell you, man, we'll get this nice tight shot. Latin Misfits. We got right here says Sonny. Phone number 562-396-3863. It says visit us on Facebook. Please do, because they get lonely. Okay. Next to me here, we have two talented young ladies. One is no stranger to our show. She's actually our de facto sponsor. Got Chef Geeky. Just a round of applause for her. The fantastic one. That's right. And she brought another founder. I guess all these it's Founders Day or something. We got all these founders.
That's right.
Susana Hernandez with Latin Inspired Designs. A round of applause for her, please. Wow, where can I begin? Gee whiz. Who's your little friends? Say hello to my little friend. Who you got there?
Well, we have our Latin-style nutcracker dolls. They're our Latin-style muñecas, and they're in the nutcracker style, like the Christmas nutcrackers, but we make them in the Latin style, and